Well, hello, lovely, lovely sim racers. Where is my microphone? There it is. Yeah, it was lowered. Hope you're all feeling well. Today I'm going to be doing a stream unlike anything else you've seen on the internet. It will be the most boring stream you have ever seen. It will be myself working on the lovely dashboard. I mean, I wouldn't find it boring. I find it super interesting to watch people dissect watches, clean them, and put them back together. I find it so interesting watching people Japanese carpentry. That's just brilliant. I can watch that for hours. All these things, I find them interesting. And last night's stream, basically, I threw the idea, and one or two people maybe have said I'd watch it, and like, why not? I'm in the rig. I'm in the rig anyway. I spend 2-3 hours every single day in the rig working on the lovely dashboard, so why not stream that? Plus we get to chat, and yeah, you get to see me. I'll try not to drop any F-bombs. But yeah, I get very, you know, when working on these things, and if it's not working. So today, the goal will be to try and, well, I've squashed as many bugs as I could that are in Discord right now for the lovely dashboard. That's all I'm focusing on today. It is the lovely dashboard. And try and figure out, there's one bug specifically, no idea what and how that's gotten there. There's one bug specifically that doesn't work, which is basically dark mode and night mode and true dark mode. The idea that that we had at some point in the Discord is they're both options in the settings menu. So as a user, you can have night mode only, true dark mode only, or both. If you only have a night mode, then when it's on and you turn on first or second stage, this is for ACC. I'll figure it out for everything else as well, but I want to get it for ACC first. So if you turn on light stage 1 or 2, night mode. So it's a dark layer over your dash, and that's it. If that's off and you only have true dark mode, then light stage 0 and 1, nothing happens. Only light stage 2, the high beams, that's when it becomes true dark mode. Now, if you have both of them on, so night mode and true dark mode set to 1, turned on, then light stage 0, nothing happens. Light stage 1, night mode, the overlay basically just is applied, and true dark mode, like light stage 2, it turns into whatever theme you've selected. So I say whatever you've selected. I haven't created any other themes, but I will be creating multiple themes for dark mode. It's on yesterday's stream. Yeah, go ahead and watch it. So I'm gonna start working on this. I have this. So a coding view scene. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope to see the screen isn't too big. So I also want to probably do this so you guys can have a view of what I'm looking at. Right. So I'll just put it there. That's my preview. Actually, that is annoying. Where do I put this? I'll put it right there. Yeah. Okay, so I put it there because I'm running the actual dashboard in front of me, so I don't need to see that. You guys can see that. So what is my problem right now? So if we look at the settings, inside of the settings file, you can optionally set night mode on, true dark mode on. What I need to do is determine if night mode is on and if dark mode is on. But there's a huge issue here. If true dark mode is on, true dark mode can have more than one state. So it can have 0 off, 1, 2, and 3, or 4, whatever, how many themes that will be available. So we'll see how that goes. First off, I want to test this. So if I go back slightly, this basically is, this is the night mode. this is 0 stage. So this is working fine. I need to go back to the true dark mode. That is light stage 1. Where is it? There it is. And now come here, night mode. What's this doing? See, it's not. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I actually did this. So now this layer says if light mode is on and there is no true dark mode, then it's true. But if light mode is on and true dark mode is on, then it's false. Basically it goes the opposite way. So it's returning false now. And this actually works good. My God, maybe that was the fastest bug. But now what I have to do is come here, turn true dark mode off, save this, Dash will reload. Does this reload? Do I have to close it and open it every single time? That'll be annoying. Maybe not. So now I have true dark mode off, but you can see it's on. Oh no, this is my bug I had yesterday. So although true dark mode is off, this is returning on. How can that even be? Damn it. Oh God, this is going to be annoying and I'm doing it live. Oh, how stupid can I be, right? So it should be as simple as this. So this function, if setting is there, okay. So I'm getting something wrong here. Like that's got to be it. But even if I test this, so if I come here, I just do you know ad hoc testing here. So let's return the value of settings true dark mode. It returns 0. It returns 0, so it is 0. But maybe no, it's wait, is this a string? Wait, if it's maybe if it's a string, then it won't be able to do that. Oh dear, where am I getting into here? Alright, so true dark mode is 0 if it's off. And I say if it's on. So now it should actually turn it off. I'm going to test it if it's a string. Damn it, it turns on. The hell? It continues turning on, although I have it on 0. true dark mode is 0, which means it should be off. And in here, I grab this, fine. Currently this thing is actually settings true dark mode, right, okay. This is gonna go all night. It's 0. So if true dark mode equals 1, do that. Otherwise, return false. And why the hell is LD true dark mode returning true? Why the hell is it returning true? What am I doing wrong here? This should not go back on. It should be off. It's on though. True dark mode should... Oh, maybe I'm doing something wrong. There's a theming. You know what? Wait a second. It is returning true, so it's going dark. So true dark mode is returning true for whatever reason. So this is returning true, although it's clearly not supposed to. How the hell is it returning true? In what universe? What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, what I always do. There it is. So now it actually does work. So this isn't, it's not like it's broken. Damn. So now, putting that there, it returns false. But wait a minute. Oh yeah, sorry. If I save this, reloads, it should be off. There it is. Okay, so we know that works. So for some weird reason, okay, this is just this code over here just checks to see what dashboard you're in. So if it's a pit wall, flags, overlay, sponsors, if it's only if it is the Lovely dashboard or dashboard Excel, will it continue. If it's any of these, it'll return false and just exit the script. So only for Lovely dashboard and dashboard Excel. So this is what this thing does. But here, true dark mode, which we grab from this place here, again, we've already said, established that this is 0. Okay, hold on a second. Let's just do something else. Let's move this around because, you know, I don't... Yeah, I'm getting paranoid here. Shit. Alright, so if it's 0, return false. For anything else, continue on. Thank you very much. What's it gonna do now? Old script returns true. It still continues to return true. So it's not 0? Really? It's still returning true. Hey Ricky, welcome to the stream. I know. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Hold on a second. Could I have been that stupid? Still returning true. Oh god, yeah. Thanks, Ricky. But again, true dark mode equals 0 should return false. Right now, true dark mode is 0. It is 0, so it should return false. Right? It's returning true. Yeah, I love JS, obviously, but I'm not a programmer. Okay, I am not a programmer. I learn JS because I want to build things. So sometimes I just get, you know, like, what the fuck? I honestly don't know what I'm doing at some points. But this should work. Like, true. This thing should return false at this point. It shouldn't return true. This is going to be a fun session. I also added music in the background. Royalty-free music from Stream Tunes. Hopefully, it works out. Last time I used to have music on the stream, but it always used to kind of delay monetization and all that, so hopefully it won't be a problem. Shut up. Give me a second. Ricky, Boolean variable equals true. I don't get it. Why am I looking at this? I'm not doing anything now. I'm getting the live stream stage fright. Right, only an idiot would expect something different here. Doing the same thing. If Boolean equals here, just literally write Boolean. I mean, don't say I'm stupid. True? Wow, how'd that? Nah, wait. Still, we don't. So now, okay. But true dark mode can be more than just this. It could be, true dark mode can be 1, 2, 3. So this actually did work here. It won't be Boolean. Parse int, you said before. Would that be a thing? Still true. Equals or triple equal sign? Still, it's still. Let me just confirm. It is 0. Parse int true dark mode equals 0. If it's 0, it should be false. Then in here, I'm going to go in and for ACC, if it's actually no, I'll basically return. I won't do it here. I'll do it in the theme. I won't do it here. Oh my God! Yes, you're right. Right. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I did say that I am. Yeah. So now it should actually work. So if it's 0, do this. But we don't want that. No, wait. What did I just do? Right, okay, so this is what it should do. So this, because true dark mode equals 0, it should return false. But is it returning false? It's returning true. Return Elgato, the function returns true. How the hell is it returning true? Well, this is an ACC, so it's going in here. Light stage greater than 1, it is. So it's actually going down. It's reaching this bit here. So this is not true. Right, you can join Discord. Are you in the Discord? Ping me, DM me in Discord. Got it open right here. What am I doing wrong? I know it's correct. This is true. This is true. So if this is true, it should return false. This function should return false. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm completely blacking out. My understanding is, if this thing over here, if this is true, then it returns this. Otherwise, go to that bit. So I'm assuming this is true. Hey Travis, how you doing, man? Rick, yes, I just sent you a friend request. This is a live session of trying to fix bugs in the lovely dashboard. Today is Wednesday. I want to finish these bugs by tomorrow. So I'm actually in a place. It's a deadlock. My mind is just completely frozen right now. Trying to understand what is not logically going correct here. And I don't know. So oh, maybe I didn't send the right one. I did. Are you in my Discord? Are you in my Discord? It should be this. Oh, you mentioned something about an invite not working, so That should be it. That's not working? Really? How can that be? That's actually working. I just clicked on it. Let's do it. I'll just send you the link directly. But it is working. Maybe it's some sort of caching on your end. Just try the direct link. It's not letting me. It says sending, but it's not actually sending? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, try that link. That should be. It's a direct. It's a direct link to the Discord. All right, let's solve this thing. Let's solve this thing. So, I want to fix this. So basically, having night mode and true dark mode as an option, so you can turn one or the other or both. All right. And that is one thing I want to fix, and then I'm just going to go through a few more things. So the rest of the bugs that I found are some things like why doesn't AC have traction control or stuff like that. I'm just going to go through a few of the games and check if and what they have as options. Ricky, are you in? Or is Whiskey One? Is that you? Let me know. Oh, there you go. All right. It wasn't Whiskey One. It's Risky S. Ricky S. All right. We've got Ricky S in Discord. Ricky S is going to solve all of our problems. Because obviously I can't. Hey, hey, hey! Can you hear me? Really? Oh shit, yeah, hold on. Hold on, I need to join Discord from my streaming PC because that's where all the microphones are. Just give me a second. Obviously. Booting up. Da booty. Give me a second, give me a second. Let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, finally I can.
Finally. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. You know you are live right now, so everyone can hear you. And thank you for.
I'm following you things here for your lovely dashboard. So
oh my God! All right.
To support you somehow, I need to pay your dashboard.
All right, that's
now
cool.
I also bought a new DD1. I should. So now, please, the code. It's quite easy because the SimHub is transforming the variable sometimes and is using the 0 and the 1. It's really transforming to true and false.
Yes.
But now it's totally working. You are falling in a loop because is entering in the right part of code, but after there is another if statement. So reading the line 1050 is returning this true and false. So now, sorry, can you check the parameter? What is it? Sorry.
Which parameter?
In the JSON file.
Oh yeah. So in the JSON file, true dark mode is 0.
Okay, is 0. So it means that now you should have false as a return.
Yes.
Are you sure? Can we check the JSON file? Sorry, I'm stubborn, but I would like to be sure that in the JSON file is really 0.
And we actually can do it here. Look at this. If I go...
Can you share your screen? Because on the live streaming, it's really...
yeah.
Really I don't know if you can hear, otherwise I will join the
Oh,
channel.
no, I can't, because this is... yeah, I have Discord is on a streaming PC. I'm working on the gaming PC, so I can't share that screen. I'd have to figure something out to do that.
Okay, or you can share the files or whatever, but yeah, so...
So just here, setting... So this thing over here, it's literally, it's grabbing the result here, the raw result, if you can see it on the stream. This thing over here is this file. So this file is being loaded in SimHub at the beginning of it. So whatever I put here, like...
it's not cached.
Sorry?
The file is not cached, the file.
I can show you. If I change this to 1 and save it, and then open it, now it's 1. So it's not cached. Okay? So returning this value. So if this is 0, hit save, close it, and just open it, now it's 0. So it's not cached. Okay? So we know that this value is actually working. So the settings true dark mode works.
Okay, go back in the code, please. And we can redo a little bit the if statement. Wait, that I don't see the statement yet. If you can go...
Zooming in a bit.
Yeah, no, it's just this. I'm the YouTube is really late. Sorry, I need to wait when it's live.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. It's got lag.
Okay, now I am. So exactly. Sorry. Go to the line 1045. Make some space, and now we put a new piece of code to be sure. So one line above. So you can write if. So the line like the 146. So if parse int. This variable, but sorry, no, just make it easier. Can you return this value? Return true dark mode.
Yeah.
What we receive in
you'll see.
SimHub.
So
just
say
return and exactly like.
So it'll return this function. So whatever is here, it will be returned. So I close that, open it, returning 1.
So it means that. Is returning 1.
How is it returning 1?
So is returning 1, it means, and can you please do return parseint of this variable, what is returning, please?
Oh, right. Oh, right. There. Still returning 1. Maybe this I need to... No, actually shouldn't need to reload it.
Because it's something of cache or something.
It's returning 1.
So it means that it's not reading the file. So can you go in the JSON? If it's returning 1 and in the file, in the JSON file is set to 0, it means that there is a mismatch somewhere. Or the variable name, or are you sure that in the JSON is not duplicated, this track dark mode variable? Can we check in the JSON?
This, if it's not duplicated somewhere?
Yeah, right. Because sorry, if
it's just these two. It's just these two. It's odd, I know.
True dark mode is the name, right?
Yeah.
True dark mode. And can you go back and sorry, where you get this variable?
Even if I do this, so I'm bypassing everything else and just returning that. If I save it, now it's 0.
Okay.
So wait.
There is a variable set it somewhere that it's not correct. Sorry.
Is this correct? Settings is where I load the JSON file. And I say if there are no settings, so if you don't have a settings file.
Okay, wait. Go to the first line of the function on line 1032 and add a line above. And please just console log. I don't know if the console is working.
No, I don't. I don't have it, and I couldn't get it to work.
Just return what is in setting true dark mode directly, without all the if statement.
Yeah.
Because it means that our setting is not set it up. I don't know where you are set up. Settings, if it's above or whatever.
All right, this is 0. So now it's returning it correctly. This is the problem. This is the problem.
Yeah,
Shit.
it means that, no, shit. I know what is the problem. You are saying, is the line where you make the if. If is false setting to dark mode, and of course is false, because 0 is false.
Oh.
Sorry. You get the error?
I understand. Oh my god.
So you need to say if parse in true setting, rewriting, I put it in the chat for you. Write it in this way.
It'll be something like this. So if there are no settings, and if settings true dark mode is equal,
is not equal with the double equal to 0.
Not equal to 0.
So you need to say if is not setting, yeah, or yeah, but why this statement? Sorry.
So this, I always have this, just in case someone, if you don't have the settings file, or if you have an older settings file where you don't have the true dark mode value, what happens then? I don't want this thing to break.
No, you can make another difference. You can write if is not equal setting, or type of open bracket setting true dark mode is not equal undefined. Wait, I will write it in the chat.
Yeah, okay. It's actually working now, though. Huh.
Yeah, of course.
Finally. First thing I needed to solve, and I couldn't solve it. No, but this was actually, so I'll be honest, I've had this issue before. So 0 is actually false, and this thing over here was basically returning false. So it says if I had the exclamation mark settings true dark mode, it was returning false, non-false. So it was actually going into 1, and this was the problem. This bit over here was a problem for everything else below. So I think we'll be fine now.
Yeah, of course. But if you want to be sure that the setting is set, you can also, sorry, not equal. I'm wrong.
All right, so you're saying type. Do I leave this? Wait, do I leave this and just add one more?
So this is not one more. Is instead to use type setting bigger than 0. You can set this one. So for example, you really search. So it depends what you want to check. This check is checking if you have an old setting file and the type true dark mode is really not set. You can auto set to value 1, for example. Otherwise, take blindly what is inside. Yeah. I would suggest not to take it blindly, but to make parse int, because if I write a string, could be that you mess up a little bit.
All right, so you're saying, and once this happens, do that.
Right, do that. And the second statement, so at line 1035, you can say true dark mode equal parse int setting true dark mode. So
I had that.
Sure, exactly. So, okay, I didn't so because this you are sure that you really have the value that is an int.
So now.
No, sorry. Yeah, or is not. No, or is undefined. Not sorry, or is undefined. Not is. So 3 equals. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So if this, oh yeah, this does not exist, then it's 1. Otherwise, just get whatever is in there. Okay.
As an int, transforming as an int, right.
All right, so now it's returning false, finally.
Okay, I'm sorry that we were struggling, but it was the definition. Sometimes you really need to start at the beginning.
God, no. This is perfectly fine. Actually, let's not do that yet. So now it's returning false.
My job is finished now. I'm not so happy. I would like to continue to help you.
All right. And now it's returning true, which is awesome. And one more thing, if I change this to it doesn't exist anymore, it should return true. Perfect.
Yeah, so solved. Issue solved, man.
Issue is solved. My God, I could have spent the entire stream just doing that.
I know, but because also, you know, being a developer is like this. When you are stuck in a variable, stuck in a loop, you're stuck in the loop and you are not opening your mind. It's normal. So I'm a developer since 25 years. So
yes, I'm a developer because I've been developing and doing stuff like this ever since JavaScript didn't even exist. You know, backstory, I remember my first website was back in like 1997, 1998, and I wanted to do like little buttons that would hover, and I used the Java applet because there was nothing else. But yeah, I'm all self-taught. Like everything, I've never done any development. It's all self-taught. So I reach points at some point. I basically do what I know for sure, and then if it doesn't work, I keep on going, as you said, in a false loop. I just keep on going back to doing stuff that I know that should work, but it doesn't work because I don't have enough. Like I've never used a type of, basically.
Type of is quite useful in JavaScript, in JCS, because you use it also in TypeScript, because it's really return you the type of something, and really the undefined, it's really something very, very useful for catch error or for catch undefined method without risking that you are falling in the code, because otherwise could be that if, for example, setting will not be an object, it will fail in an error. Like this, no, it will return you undefined. So it's really like an error handling, a better error handling.
This is perfect now. Now, you can't see it because you have a small lag, but now it works exactly as it's supposed to.
Super. So first step done. Now we can continue with the other part.
I think this actually works now. Do we need this here? Do we need it in the line 1047 parse int true dark mode?
I don't see yet. Sorry.
You should see it. It was there.
Wait, yeah, I'm a delay. There is a delay. Let me check. Okay, in the line 147. What? Sorry.
Do we need the parse int here? Because we already have it.
Because it's already defined as above. You are sure now that you have a variable that is an int.
Yeah.
Another thing, I know that I'm a PT as a developer, but I would suggest you, because sorry if I take the chance to speak with you. Defining like this the variable in JavaScript, you are consuming a lot of memory and performance, because in this moment you never defined the true dark mode variable, and automatically JavaScript is literally defined as a variable, as a var, and being a var, unfortunately JavaScript is consuming a lot of things. So if I would rewrite, can you please copy in the chat the line 132, 136? I would tell you what could be the best solution for write this piece of code in a better performant way, also using less memory.
You got it?
Yes, let me rewrite it.
Oh, this is awesome. Chat, what do you guys think? Is this awesome or not? Live support from...
Yeah, it's the best, but we should use it as a normal meeting.
Yeah. I could just share... Look, I could just share the entire JS file that I've written, and you can go ahead and
Don't worry, we can do
rewrite it. I would have no problem.
Yeah, we can open a Git and put it there. And
it's already on Git. Well, not the version that I'm working on now. So
we can create really a branch. And so let me rewrite it. Sorry.
Let's see what Ricky has to say. Well, at least I'm just confirming exactly what I knew, that I don't know how to write code, proper code. Damn it. Let's get the music back on. And what should we change the music to? Beast mode. All right, let's just leave that. Okay, so... Oh, okay, let's see. Oh my. So much shorter.
I would explain, I explain you it's really solving this loop in a better way, first of all. So we can even better make it better after I will show you the second step. So in this first iteration, first of all, you put a let.
Okay, so let is better?
Is the definition of scope. So let is living inside the function and die outside of the function. So it means that what you define as a let is only possible to be read and write internally of this function.
All right.
If you don't put anything or you put var, the variable var is defined in a global scope. So I put a, sorry.
There's a mistake here.
I put type off, I'm missing type off, sorry. And at line 139, I missed the type of setting. After I will rewrite even better. This is the first step. So in this way, you are defining that the track mode is a variable that take only, in a garbage collection, is only 2 bytes, instead to be 7 bytes. 7 plus 1, 7 bytes. So it means all the variables should be defined as let inside because they are living and dying inside the function. And second, why you should create an else. If you already define your variable, you are totally skip a part of code. In the compiling part, it's totally faster if you are not giving the computer the execution of an if else, because an if else you need every time to verify the if and do a second statement. In this way, no, we have defined the variable with the pre-default variable. In case we do it in the other. Now I will write you the best way to write this code.
I get it. I actually do get it. I understand it. Oh, I can make this code so much faster and so much better. Just by that. So let true dark mode equals 1. So we're setting it as a let inside the function 1, and only if, so it's 1 by default, and only if we find the settings file and there is a true dark mode variable inside the settings file, then we just assume that. If it doesn't find it, it'll be 1. Perfect. I like it. It's so much more simple. All right, let me test this.
And this is the state of art for write this statement. And I will explain you what is the difference to define a const.
So what's this?
So this, the new part is you make an if statement in one line that is even faster because in compilation it's just following the first part of the statement. But as you can see, you define as a const. So it will, this true dark mode, it will be a constant. So what it means for JavaScript to define a constant instead of a variable, that the constant is defined exactly with the value itself. So during the definition of the constant, it's automatically right. Of course, now he's complaining because it's defined in the line 1038.
Yeah.
You cannot define.
Yeah. Let me comment that out.
Yes, exactly. Because in this case, the variable true dark mode never change, so it's predefined, and it takes a value that is fixed value. That's it. And this is the approach where you need to define the variable. So a variable, you really need to understand, I need a variable. Otherwise, don't use a variable, use a constant. And this is make it even faster and lighter, the code.
So this thing over here starts saying const true dark mode equals, and then this is the if statement here.
Yes, right.
All right there. So it says if there's no settings file, or if the settings file is undefined, then true dark mode constant is 1. Otherwise, parse whatever is inside the settings file and make it an int. All right, let's try this.
And this is a constant. So this is the biggest difference, that the let is a variable, and it means it takes, as I told you before, 2 bytes. And this one is just, in this case, that is a parse int, and probably the tiny int is a 3-bit, so it means is a 0x3 byte, so it's really a partial part of a byte, and is even lighter.
All right, so this is returning false. True dark mode is returning false right now. Let me see this.
Yeah, of course, we need to make all our tests.
So now it's false, okay. But if it's 1, we what should we expect this to do?
Do I mean it could be that I'm wrong a little bit in the code because I'm writing without my IDE.
Yeah.
I'm writing in a notepad. Is it not correct?
No, it's not.
Wait. Okay, it could be that if. No, it should be. Can you return true dark mode value?
So wait a second, let me just check. The true dark mode should be true.
Yeah, but the best is in the line 1044. You just return true dark mode to see which value. Oh yeah, could be. Yes, could be. Sorry. Yeah, stupid me. Yes, it was missing a bracket probably.
So now it's 1.
Yeah.
Hold on, no, this could be still on me. If it's 0, it's 0. Okay, so now it's returning the correct thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was missing the bracket. Sorry.
But so I'm probably doing. Oh, it's false. If I turn this on and check it, it's still false. Why it shouldn't be? Yeah, I'm probably doing.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's still false. So I'm thinking that line 1054, that's what I'm doing something wrong here.
1054, where is 1054?
It's the beginning of the
Yes, sorry, I don't see exactly in the live. Wait, because there is another panel now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Yes. But you return if you return in 1044, if you return true dark mode, what is the value? Is correct or is it wrong?
It returns it correct right now. So now if it's 1 or 0, it returns correct. It works. Actually, let me. I mean, just give me some time. Let me just do it once more.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to return the true dark mode, and in my JSON file, true dark mode is 1. Okay, so let's see. This returns 1. If I go back, set it to 0 and save, it returns 0. And if for whatever reason in the future I want to have it as 2, which is a different theme file, should return 2. Yeah. So now the function that you have
is correct. So I'm doing something wrong
a bit further down.
No, wait, could be. No, go back in the code. I probably catch what is this. Wait, because there are some parsing that I would like to see in the code, and now I don't see it. Where I am. I don't see. Okay. Sorry, there is another if with a lot of prop variable dash name.
Yeah.
Are you sure that you are not returning this false there?
Yes. I can even.
Can you please, and at line 1052, return 3? Just return and the number 3 to see if it's really going there, the code.
So you want return the just number 3?
Yeah, just to see a random number. Yeah, right. And see
it is.
If, okay, it's correct. Okay, so it means now.
The problem is somewhere here. Is it true dark mode?
Where is here? Sorry.
Sorry, line 1053, when I'm defining true dark mode equals 0, then return false. Otherwise, return whatever the light stage is and turn it on or off.
Okay, but now it's 1, right?
It should be. Now I have true dark mode equals 1. So this should skip this and go into.
Yeah, but are we sure that is not returning? Can you go to the line 156
Yeah.
put one line, one another statement, and return 10. I don't know, return just a number,
Yeah,
random
whatever.
number, to see if it really is returning
It's returning that.
this exactly, or if it's failing somewhere else.
It's returning the 3. Okay.
Okay, so it means, okay, could be not, that is the sim ACC.
That is correct. It should be going in here. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Let me... Hold on a second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Sorry, I didn't present myself. I'm Ricky, yeah.
I got you on my Discord. Where do I have it? Oh man, I don't want to open ACC right now. There's a really quick part in this replay, the telemetry replay, where I turn on the high beams.
Mm-hmm.
But where is it? I lost it.
Even there, are you sure that it is returned as a string, as an int and not as a string, bigger than 1? So it means that light stage, it will be 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
Is it correct?
Yes, this is actually correct. Yeah, the light stage stuff is correct because it works. It worked before as well. I think this is the only thing that might be.
But you can physically return the prop value, so return prop
Yes.
data core plugin, whatever, and see what is the output from there.
Yes.
And based on this return, we can make our understanding. If it's really this one, I don't know if it's failing there or.
So let's do this. Return this prop.
You can even do it at the first line of the code, so it means that you're sure that you're failing there. What is the value returned?
Why is it returning 1? Oh yeah, because light stage 1. Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, so it's correct that it's returning false.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's 1, it should return. Wait, I don't see the code.
True. Oh, it's greater than 1. It should be returned false. Yeah. So I just need to find.
It should return true.
No,
Yes,
it's
false.
Yes,
Sorry,
false. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it should return false. Yeah, right.
All right. So I found it. Hold on, let me a second. There. Ooh.
Take your time, man.
It is an. All right. So now. It's on. So now it's true.
It's not true because light stage is equal 1, and if it's equal 1, it's returning false.
So
it
now
should
it's
be bigger than 1.
No. It's now it's working. Right now, at this point, light stage is 2. High beams are on. You can see the little the blue high beams are on. So lights in. So this is actually true. This is correct. If I go to my JSON file, this is 1. This should return true. Let me save, and now rebuild. Now it's basically recompiling, and now it is red. It is exactly how it should be right now. But let's try this. If I turn off true dark mode, save it, and now just recompile the dash, it shouldn't be red anymore. It's not red anymore.
Good. Done.
Wait, there's one issue now.
Yeah, let's go through.
True dark mode. Oh, yeah, of course. No. Wait. Now I need to check. Hold on, because we were returning something wrong. So now this will have the night mode, but it doesn't have true dark mode. If I turn true dark mode on and hit save, now it should be red. I'm just recompiling it the exact same instance. Yes, it's red. Perfect. Now it works. So if someone doesn't want true dark mode, they just set that to 0, and it will just have the night mode at this point.
If it's true dark mode is 0, is always normal.
Yeah.
If it's 1, it will be red. Right.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Perfect. It is working. It is working.
Yeah,
I need to do the same thing.
super.
So now I need to. Okay, so let me get rid of.
But you get the point that I was explaining you about the const and
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend, maybe not in this, like on Friday I'm gonna have a release for the lovely dashboard, which will have all these fixes.
But why we not do, really honestly, Costantino, why we're not fixing, I don't know, an hour per week? We can pass through the code, we can review it together in Git, we can blame the line, and after I can support you to refactor line of code.
I would not have a problem with that. I would be more than happy to do that.
Yeah, so please, let's do it. So,
okay.
So
I can look. I can.
Offline, I will write you.
You know what I can do. You know what I can do. I'm going to. We'll hang up. Like this is. I don't want to take any more of your time. What I can do is at the end of my day today. It's 10 p.m. Maybe like in an hour around midnight. I'll stop. I can send you this JavaScript file and you can go through it and knock yourself out. I do have one problem. Okay, so since you're on the call and we are live and we do have 10 people watching.
That's cool. So
I have a problem.
Yeah.
This is the lovely dashboard, which is fine.
Wait. You know that I'm in delay, yeah?
I'm not showing it. I'm not showing it. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
So right now, what we're working on, the JavaScript file is the same for all dashboards. That's why I have these if statements, if it's a pit wall, if it's flags, because I want to use the same JavaScript file on all of the dashboards, including the pit wall. The pit wall, the way I'm using the theming, I won't show you anything on screen now. It's not hidden or anything. I'm not showing it because I don't want to get into that now. But the way I'm doing the theming, there is some issue that it is creating lag as the race progresses on the pit wall. It creates lag and more lag and even more lag. So there's a leak somewhere.
Yeah, it's variable. It's the problem of the variables. I already know. And I'm sure that there are metrics around or array or lists that start to be huge and insane consuming of memory, and you will fall in a lag because of this.
Perfect. So that would be the next thing I want to fix.
We can pass through. We can look together the piece of code that is creating lag, give an eye on it, and see what is the first issue. But if you don't mind, Costantino, we can also have an offline session, a call or whatever.
Yes.
Because I would suggest also some code standards. Using some free tools. Don't worry, nothing is to pay, but there are some free tools for your scope because you are not an enterprise, and we can use these tools also for creating blames on the code. So it means it's already highlighting automatically what could be the potential issue for security, memory leaking, injection, and so on. So we can really sit down a little bit, some private calls, and set up an environment. I can also set up for you some container for test after all of this, and
This is brilliant. So I stream my racing on Tuesday and Thursday, which means I usually work more intensely on the dashboard Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we could do this
Monday,
on Friday.
I'm off because I have my championship in Sim Senior.
Yep.
It's my group. But other days we can.
We can look. We're now friends on Discord. I will ping you there. Maybe we do something on Friday, offline, obviously, and try and fix
set up and make some long-term plan for cleanup and working on it. No issue.
My goal is, as I said, have one JavaScript file for all it'll be the same. It won't be one. It's the same. Because you need to bundle it with each dashboard separately, but it'll be the same exact JavaScript file. That's why I have all these switches in here, and
we could talk also about that, because I know your philosophy that I totally agree for the pit wall, but I think that the best way is to create two branch and take it separate. But so let's discuss this in another another point, and we will see the best approach also from an architecture point of view for maintainability and reliability in the next year. So no worry.
That is perfect. All right, we solved the first bug. We solved the first bug, which I probably couldn't have done it honestly without you. Also, this line here. First of all, I'm gonna go back and make everything a let. That doesn't need to be a var. I'm gonna go fix that.
Even a const. Try really to. So really, Constantino, try to use this approach. Set everything as a const if you don't need to make a data mutable for any reason. If you really need to, put it a let and don't use out of the scope, and set as a var if it's only for question of dying. That's it.
All right.
I never, because you can make also callback. I will show you also for how work better the return, define the return, because here you don't have any return definition. So I mean, this function, for example, that I see, it could return true, false, 1, 2, even a string without any kind of definition.
Yeah.
And this could land in a lot of issues for also performance-wise.
So this, I mean, this function, right now it says true, false.
But it's not true. I mean, for example, at the line 1049, you're returning a string.
Yeah, I see it. This was a bitwise operator, which was really hard for my mind to get around, and it's only for I don't know, Ballista 2. They don't have their light stages, it's in a bitwise operator, which was mind-boggling for me to understand it. But this is
we can work it. Yeah. But even there, we can transform everything in a boolean and make it a boolean.
So
as I showed you before.
I'm not doing it now. So this is not happening now. No, not something else. I'm not doing it now. But true dark mode should return 0, 1, 2, or 3, because the function that I use to switch themes from the normal to dark mode, or because I will also have a dark mode where you can say I want dark mode not 1, which is the red one, I want 2, which is the blue one, or 3, which is the purple one. So true dark mode, this function will not return true or false only. It should return a value of, if it's false, it's false, but it also is, if it's true, then which one is it, 1, 2, or 3? So that will also be...
in this case, I'm with you, but I mean, it's more from a designing point of view. So we need just to define what is a returning point in the function definition, that we know that is returned every time an int that could be 0, not false. Or we can return 0, or even known as an optional value. So there are really different approaches we can pass through. It's just a matter of create standard codes and clean code for usability and for make it more really. For me, the important is, because SimUp is using really a lot of resources, make it lighter, faster, for not have lag or any kind of. Don't worry, really.
And we'll fix the pitwall stuff too. So for Pitwall, what I did basically to revert, I had the theming stuff, and the theming stuff is obviously creating some lag. So I removed it from specific parts that I had added it, and it just it works perfectly smooth again. So we just need to figure that out. The Pitwall does not have theming. That's my point. The Pitwall, you cannot change the theme. It doesn't make sense to change the theme in the Pitwall. But I want to use the same widgets, same components, same JavaScript. So I need to find a way where theming exists in the Pitwall, but it's not utilized. So you're not going to change the theme, but the code is there. So that is creating lag, even though I'm not changing the theme in the Pitwall. So we'll figure it out. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we're talking now.
Yeah, don't worry. It's just a matter of how to use the code. I'm sure that is because there are some variables that are huge or became huge during the cycle of code, and we will solve it. It's not
that is awesome.
Rocket science, really, honestly. Really
all right, Ricky, I'm going to ping you. Maybe we do something on Friday. I'll see. I don't know if I have anything scheduled for Friday night, but usually I'm on around this time. I'll ping you and we can talk and we'll figure it out. All right.
Of course, I also will write you in Discord my data and a little bit who I am, because really I just jump in. You don't know anything about me.
It's fine.
Just to let you know.
This is the internet. It is the wild west.
Right.
That's basically it. You know what? I also tonight, once I'm done, I'm just gonna throw the JS file, put it in Discord, so you have the file, so you can look at it. You will find, I'm pretty sure, 1 million mistakes. I'm absolutely sure. There are
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's
1058
your mistake
lines.
here.
You might find 1058 mistakes. Okay? Yeah. I make things work because I'm not a programmer in any sort of or sense. I'm a designer, but I know how to make things work. It's like using tape to hold the pool shut because there's a hole in the pool. I'll use tape. If it works, it'll work. Now, it might not hold up for a long time. It might break at some point, but when I did it, it actually worked. So I'm happy with that. People like you that you program for 25 years, you already said, so you can make this even better. So
yeah, but you know what? Your approach is giving to the community. I'm sorry to say, but it's the best dashboard that you could have in any.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but lovely dashboard. Everyone is using that. In my community, everyone has a dash with a lovely dashboard on it.
That is awesome.
So yeah, it's awesome. It's your job. So I mean, could be not the best code ever, but it works, and everyone is happy about that.
Imagine if we have the best code too.
Yeah. So we can improve a little bit the performance. That's even better for long term. Also for the new project that you are putting on it. But so let's do it together. Don't worry.
All right, man. All right. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
We will continue talking. All right.
Of course. Enjoy, and thank you also for your community.
Thank you very much.
So,
thank you.
Cheers. See you around.
Bye, Ricky. All right, that was amazingly awesome on Ricky's part. If you just joined, I started working on the session here, trying to figure something out, and I ran into a wall. Like the first thing I wanted to do this, I actually started working on this last night after my stream, and I ran into a wall and I shut it down because I was thinking I'm probably tired. Started working on it on the stream, like started the stream. First thing I did, trying to figure out why this wasn't working. It's regarding the true dark mode and how you can open it and close it. And lo and behold, I hit a wall. There was an issue, and Ricky, as you can see in the chat, just decided to spontaneously help me. And Ricky, a 25-year veteran developer, solved it and also gave amazing advice. So if you do want to dabble in code, go back and watch parts of the stream that Ricky was giving me advice, which is pretty awesome. So I'm not going to touch this code. This is for me a beauty. I love the simplicity of it, and looking at it now, I understand it. And I have to do the same thing here. Thank you, Ricky, for this. So night mode equals setting type of night mode undefined %. This is beautiful. I'll have that return false, or else return whatever is in there. So this should work. Again, not false. Oh wait. So if there's nothing, night mode, do we have default on or off? I'll just leave it on. So if you haven't set night mode, it will be on by default. Okay. So by default, night mode will be 1, which means it's on. Otherwise, it'll take whatever the value is in your settings file. And if it is 1, then if it's ACC and light stage is greater than 0, then it'll return true, or also return false. Again, this can get a lot simpler. Thank you, Ricky, for enlightening me. So this can turn into this. Actually, this shorthand, I love this shorthand, but I don't use it as often for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into more details on this. This should work. I hope it didn't break anything now. So, what should I expect to see? Night mode is on. So I have night mode, but true dark mode is off. Which means, just go slightly back. So, all right. So not on. On. Perfect. Perfect. Now if I turn off night mode here and save this, it shouldn't have anything now. It should be bright. Perfect. It's bright, lights on, perfect. And if I say that I want only dark mode, this means that this will be bright. Perfect. And when high beams, it turns into red. Oh wow, this actually works. Holy shit. This is beautiful. All right, so everything works as it's supposed to. I would like to have night mode and dark mode on, so I'm gonna leave that as both of them on, which means when you don't have any lights on, it's bright. When you turn on stage 1, it's going to go a bit darker, just the layer on top. And if you go into high beams, it'll turn into the dark mode. This is fixed. Wow, this is awesome. Why do I find so much joy in code? And I'm not a programmer. Damn. I love it. All right, so so we fixed this bug. There wasn't a bug report in the Discord unless it was all right, no, I don't have any more bugs. This was just one thing that was reported ad hoc somewhere in the Discord. So this has been fixed. Let me take a look at the theming. There it is. My God. My God, what am I doing? Damn. Look how many vars. I don't need vars. Why am I don't know. Oh my God. This will change everything. That theming will most likely change the problem that I had in the pit wall. All right. And this bit over here will be something I'll be working on in the future. So this piece of code here, if you can see what it says, it's user theme color override. So the idea is that I will provide the standard theme and the dark theme with whatever 3 versions of it. But you as a user will be able to just optionally create your own theme and put it alongside the JavaScript file, put it along the settings file and override whatever color you want on the theme. So this is for Daniel Newman because he requested this. So as you can see in the dark mode, the tires are green. Daniel said, but I want them red. I responded, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's a vital color. Green, yellow, purple, things that you just want to glance at your dash. So we had a disagreement there, as in he wants them to be red, so really dark if it's under, kind of like reddish, normal reddish color if they're ideal, and bright red if they're over temperature. They're overheating. I tried it, it didn't look good, it just looked too red. Like I was driving and I couldn't glance at my dashboard. So I decided to go with the option where we have the green colors and everything. And then I thought, all right, so what if Daniel isn't the only one? What if there are more people that want to change them? So in my day job, I've created a design system which allows, it's basically a multi-brand white label design system where we create a similar idea, where we create a theming system, themes for our base platform, and then anyone that wants to use it can create overrides for any bit, any part of the theme. So you can just use our theme and just change, let's say, because it's an app, you can change like the nav bar color, like the navigation bar color, just that. You don't have to recreate the entire theme file, just override that specific token. And I'm thinking of doing the same thing here. So essentially, let me find, I think I have a piece of code, not a piece of shit, a piece of code. Let me show you. So here, yes, perfect. So this is the color override for the theme that only overrides the dark theme, the colors for, I was testing here, for the cold color, the optimum, and the hot color. This is for temperatures. This is used for breaks. It's used for everything. It's the color. It's not the value. It's not the number where the optimum is, where it's overheating or if it's cold or not. That temperature is in the dashboard. It's fixed. But the colors for representing cold, optimum, and hot are these. So the idea is anyone can just create a JSON file, open up the original theme file, grab whatever they want from there, and just use that there. This, in theory, it doesn't work yet, but in theory, these colors would override the dark theme, temp cold, temp optimum, and temp hot. So if this actually worked, which I will get it working, in the dashboard you see in front of you now on the screen over here, these would be overridden with these red colors. These are all red colors. They're not green. So that's one thing I will be working on. And that's why I have this code here. But, you know, it's going to come. I'm curious to see if that let actually made a difference. So what else do I need to do? I have some bug reports. ABS, TC, and map do not work on AC1. All right, let's, so this has been completed. All right, so let me shut that down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, close that. What do I want to do? I want to turn on, let's go to AC. Let's go to Soda Corsa and see if we get any values for these things. So let me close. I don't want to do any more coding, at least not yet. Close this as well. Okay. I want to put this to the side. Let me turn on AC. Let's go through Content Manager. Oh my god, my chat had frozen. Alright, hey Bruno, how you doing, man? Honestly, the chat had frozen in OBS and I couldn't read chat. So it's fine, we're back. I can see Ricky was shouting const. It is a const now. Oh, const, not let. Okay, I'll fix those. Hey Lynn, the short white line you see in your dashboard is most likely the analytics, which now in the version that I have, that white line is moved outside the screen. So you should not see any white line. If you do see the white line, I don't know where it's coming from, but we'll find it. If you can, send me a screenshot. Screenshot or photo with your phone and put it as a bug. It's most likely going to be that. So it's most likely solved in the lovely member version, which is going to come out for the free version as well at some point. Hat tray, this will be the new version. The new version has, well, first and foremost, it's got a true dark mode on it, and it's got a lot of bug fixes. It'll be even more optimized, and I guess I have to look at the changelog. I'm not doing it now, but there's a lot of bug fixes, and I guess most importantly, the true dark mode. So let's fire up. Let's fire up AC and see if we get properties for lights. ABS, TC, and what was it? What else was it requested? ABS TC and map do not work on AC1. I drove recent URD cars. What's the URD car? URD. Chris62 says, I drove recent URD cars on Assetto Corsa 1. ABS TC and map do not work in the pit wall. Oh no, not a race. I don't want to race. I don't want to race. Practice, please. Why is it dark? It's fine. Okay. Let me check. So what I do is just go here and I don't go through everything, but I don't think we have these values, properties. You're glad I'm still developing it, Hatray? I've been developing this thing for so long and I will continue developing it. Absolutely. There is no way I'm stopping this thing. This will be... yes, I will continue developing it. Don't worry about that. So I don't think we don't have the lights, but do we have ABS? It depends on the cars then. So we do have, so ABS does work. Map, this car doesn't have a map. Brake balance. So it is working. So, and doesn't have TC cut. Okay, that's fine. So, wait, what else was I doing? These are correct. ABS goes up to 8 and then goes off and 1. Perfect. So I could have ABS on 0. When it's 0, I can say off. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we can do that. TC. TC would say off when it's 0. We can do that. What other car? What, guys? What are the URD cars? It says URD. What is a URD car? Why don't I know this? Hatray, you asked me, do you do anything on the side besides dashboarding? Dashboarding is the side. Dashboarding is my side project. This is not my full-time job. If I get to 1,000 lovely members, it will probably become my full-time job. My full-time job is, I'm a designer, UI design. I also do design systems, and with my team we also built tools for the front for the design system. So yeah, this is my, like, the dashboards is my side project. What else? What car? Let me see something. Sorry. Cancel. Let me go here. Is there something wrong? Maybe with the pit wall. Let me launch pit wall here just a second. I'm running the pit wall as a browser. So someone said that the pit wall doesn't show TC ABS, so TC is going up and down. Perfect. ABS is changing. Brake balance is changing. So yeah, I think that's not something that is anything to do with the pit wall or the dashboard. It's probably the car that you were in. So I'm going to reply. Perfect. Bug, which is not a bug, but it is closed. That time a bit optimistic for ACC. I'm not entirely sure about that. So there's a not a complaint. There's a bug filed for predicted lap timing in iRacing. United Racing Design, what is that? Again, I don't have those cars, so I can't test. Lynn. Yeah, I don't have that. So it might be the car that has a problem, because we just confirmed that AC does have brake balance, traction control, ABS, maps, everything works in AC. So it's possibly the cars that the person that mentioned that in my Discord don't have that data point. I responded to that, closed that ticket. I don't think I can be able to do anything with that. So there is another ticket that yeah, that's not good, is it? Right. So for some reason, music went on to playing stuff that it shouldn't be playing. Right. The stream might be going down if it's going to have copyrighted material on it. That's why I don't want to have music. Damn it. Sucks. Anyway, so predicted lap time. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So predicted lap time for iRacing. There's some sort of conflict the way that SimHub calculates the predicted lap time based on session best or all-time best. And what I do, the predicted lap time in the dashboard, if there is no all-time best, so if it's the first time you're going with that car on that track and there is no all-time best, it just shows you the lap time as you're racing. It just shows you, it just counts up the lap time. Once you're in a session and you don't have anything, no all-time best, whatever, it just shows you your lap time, live lap time. That's it. If you do have a session best, then it shows you predicted lap, estimated lap based on your session best. Okay, so now you exit, you've done a session best, so SimHub already has recorded your session best, which is your first session best is your all-time best as well, because it was the first time. Now, the next time you enter that track with the same car, so you have that car track combination, SimHub will tell me that, okay, this is your all-time best for that car on that track. So now the Lovely dashboard will compare your predicted lap time based on the all-time best until you do a session best. So if I go back to that track, it'll give me a predicted lap time based on my all-time best. And the moment I do a session best, then we'll start comparing it against that. Why is this happening? Well, your all-time best might happen on a track when it's dry or the conditions are optimum, right? So I would enter the track on a rainy day. It will show me my predicted lap time based and compared to my all-time best, which was on a dry track, and now I'm on a wet track. It's good to have that because it's the only data you have. But the moment you're on a wet track and you do your best lap on the wet track, then you have a session best, then we'll start comparing your predicted lap times based on the current session, which is not just wet, it might be colder, it might be warmer, so it doesn't make sense to compare your all-time best in a session that there's no way you can reach that lap time. So it always defaults to the session best. Always. Unless you don't have a session best, it goes back to all-time best. So if you're doing hot laps, I think if you're doing hot laps, it resets it so you always see your all-time. I don't know, maybe it's your session. But again, a hot lap. What if the conditions are different? You need to know what's your best lap time in that current session. Same thing for qualifying. Same thing for everything. So it always reverts to showing your predicted lap time based off of your current session best. If you don't have a current session best, so it's like you've done 2-3 laps and they're all invalid, so there is no session best, then it shows you it's compared to your all-time. And there's a little note inside the Love dashboard that says currently it's basing the estimated lap time off of your all-time best, and it gives you the lap time as well. So you know what your all-time best is. Can I show that? Let's see. I think, let me zoom this in. Can I scale this? No? I thought I did. No. For some reason, that's not doing it. How come I can't scale it? Oh wait, yeah, that was it. All right, so now here, if I turn on any replay, so I don't have a best lap here on this, so I'll close that. Let's go to ACC. Well, I'm pretty sure I have something. Oldham Park. Right, so you'll see that currently the dashboard, so I've ran Alton Park before, and it's showing that this is the estimated lap time, and the estimated lap time is based off of my all-time best, which was a 1:34.637. So you can see that's exactly how it's starting. And as I start running, it's my first lap out and whatnot. It's invalid. So going on to the second lap now, you'll see that's, again, it's estimating my lap time. It's predicting my lap time based off of the all-time best. My last lap time was 2:19. So as I'm progressing and running along, did I do a best lap here? No, I didn't. I have not. Mizano. Dark mode, because I had turned on the lights. Again, it's basing this current lap time off of the all-time best. And at some point, I should get a valid lap time in. There it is. So at this point, you can see 1:38 is my current predicted lap time based off of the all-time best. And the moment I complete a lap time, which is valid, it is my best lap. And now the predicted lap time is based off of this lap time. So I was on for a good one, and I probably made a mistake somewhere. I don't know. So that's how the predicted lap time works. And I'm using the exact same thing, the exact same way of calculating for iRacing for everything. Now, iRacing there's a problem because SimHub does not calculate your current estimated lap time the same way that iRacing does. That's up to SimHub. So I can hack the dash to use it differently, but honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I'd rather Nicola from SimHub to go into and decide maybe it's wrong what he's doing, right? Maybe it's right. Maybe iRacing is wrong, because iRacing does not have telemetry right all the time. Okay, I don't use iRacing, so I'm not going to judge them. I don't care. What I don't want to do is hack the dashboard just for iRacing, for instance, and say, just for iRacing, don't use the all-time best, don't use a session best, use this, because then you create some precedent where it's basically tech debt, where you will need to go back at some point if it changes. If iRacing changes or SimHub changes, I won't know, but if any of those changes, then my dash will be broken. I'd rather have it use the native times, and if it changes in SimHub, fine. If it changes in iRacing, it'll trickle down and correct itself in the dashboard. So I don't want to change this. This is something that I'm not entirely sure I want to change. So I'm going to leave that as is. So the predicted lap time, I'm going to close this ticket. I already put a note in there that I don't want to hack it. So I'm going to close that. Ooh, why is it so close? So, AMS2 tire wear not working. What time is it? Oh, it's 11. I've got time. Good. I'm just checking my tickets inside of Discord. Chat. Oh, yeah. You can put a page on Pitwall only to show the leaderboard and maybe map for people using small 4 monitor like me. Well, it can scale. Like, how hard is it? Like, is it hard to read? So that would be a different product. It would be a mini Pitwall. So we'll see. I'm not saying no, but right now I'm still trying to deliver the Pitwall. So if it makes sense, maybe have just the leaderboard and the map. We'll see. I'm not saying no, Bruno. Just give me some time. We kind of need to figure out the Pitwall first, and then we can create a second product. Obviously, it's not a bad idea. Just need to figure it out. You know what I should design? So Ricky says, you know what you should design? The delta screen like race logic in your dash. In some practice session, it's like to have this big line green. Oh, okay. So you're, so basically having the baseline, and if you're going good, it's green, and if you're lower, red. Yes and no. I've already considered that. And I already have the predicted lap time in green, red, yellow, depending on how you're, or purple if you're faster than anyone else. And I also have the little sector times now. Adding that might be cool, but I don't know if, like, it would just add noise to the dashboard at this point. Like, I don't know if it would add more value than what already is in here, but I'm not saying no, obviously. I'm not saying no at anyone. I mean, all these ideas are great. All these ideas are great. Maybe I can add it to the lovely flags. Remember? Lovely flags is this thing over here, which just shows flags. Maybe I can add it there, like the race logic. Interesting. All right, Ricky, just add it as a feature request in the Discord. I will look at it. All right, let's go back to the bugs. It says AMS2 tire wear not working. Do I have AMS2 replay? I don't have any tire wear, any AMS replay. User did not put a replay in Discord, so I can't actually do that. All right, let's do RF2 fixes. Let's do RF2. Let's do RF2. So I have 2 tickets for fuel usage not working correctly. Hey, Jason. Thanks, man. Ricky, thank you, man. I love you too, brother. Ricky, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna make this perfect. I can see why the dashboard is not great yet. I can see why. Like after the session we had, I can understand why. In fact, I can just close the stream now and just start changing everything to const and let. All right, so what are we saying here? What is the problem? On RF2, my overlay for the fuel to put in to finish the race no longer works. He tells me that I have to add one additional list of his race, even though there are only 15 minutes of racing left. And the same lovely Simracer also sent. So I need access. I don't have data. Shit. Okay. So, I mean, one of my requests when working on bugs or anything is always add SimHub telemetry data. And one of the two people that have reported the R-Factor 2 fuel issue has added, but I went to download it right now and it's behind Google whatever, and I requested access, so I don't know if I'll have it now, which means I can't fix it today. Or at least now. Bruno, when are you going to visit Portugal? I don't know. When should I? Anything good? Nah. I've been to Porto, and I think it's beautiful. So I would really like to go back to Porto again, and this time around also visit Lisbon. I just think it's beautiful. What's it called? Francesinha. Oh God. Had it once, and I had it the first night I was there. We had a Portuguese team in Porto. What was the agency called? Glazed Development. The Glazed developers. They were all developers. Glazed. First night out, we go out, and I had a standard, you know, the traditional Francesinha, which was great. Of course, you know, it's not the best if you're on a diet or actually, you know, mindful of what you're eating. But second night out, actually no, maybe it was the third night. This is a work trip, obviously. But you know, every night you'd go out and have some food. Third night out, we go to this amazing restaurant, and they had a Francesinha burger, which is basically a standard burger, you know, with the buns and everything, and topped with that thick broth and the cheese. And oh God, I think it was one of the first times I could not eat the entire portion. I just couldn't, but it was good. Would love to test this out, bro. I ordered another dash screen exclusively for lovely flags too. You would like to test what? Which one, Jason? I mean, they're all out. They're all there. Like the flags have not changed anything, so you can download it and use it, which is fine. Just Jason, let me know, what do you want to test out? Everything that I'm working on today will be, for lovely members, will be available on Friday. So in the Discord. And the flags are already available. I haven't changed anything there yet. Hatre says, could there be an additional view with a list of completed laps, but mark which are valid and which are not? It will be very useful in iRacing, and I wish I can do it. My intention originally for the pit wall, before Nicolas made all this magic, was to have a list of all your lap times. I'll just explain what I mean. It was one screen. Instead of having the leaderboard, it would just have your lap times, and I think there was enough for 36 your last 36 laps, and for every lap it would record your position in that lap, your time of that lap, your gap to the leader and to the guy ahead of you in class for that lap, and fuel consumption for that lap. So if you were looking at the history of your laps, basically you can see if you know how close you are or what happened this lap or that lap, and your fuel consumption as well, which would have been a really good thing. I never got around to doing that. It was proving to be a bit harder, and it was actually adding a lot of work for the pit wall, and it was draining its resources. So I stopped working on that, and I actually stopped working on that because Nicolas came out with all of this data for all the drivers. And that basically enabled the pit wall when its current form. So what you're actually asking, Hatre, is something that was originally intended for the pit wall because it didn't have any other data. It's paused, but it will be. And this is, someone asked me, and they're like, you've done so much for the, you know, the dashboard and the pit wall. What happens when you run out of ideas and features? That's not going to happen. They're like, there's so many friggin' things in here, and you guys are also giving me ideas. So even when I put out like the final version of the pit wall, believe me, there's so many other things that I want to do with it. So just keep on throwing the ideas. There are things that should be in there and they're not, and I want to put them, but I don't have time. But everything will happen in due time. Keep the ideas coming though. Bruno, my younger brother lives near Porto. Beautiful. I live near Lisbon. Never been, but I want to. If anything is good and typical food in Porto. Yeah, it's good and typical and really fattening. All right, so the new concept for the flags, race logic idea. So flags exist, race logic, when I get to it, if and when I get to it, I will, obviously, all lovely members will have access to it. So that's a done deal. All right, so what should I do now? I think the actual bugs, the bugs that are in my Discord are done. There are features, but I'm not going to work on features now. I want to get the lovely dashboard in tip-top condition so I can release it on Friday. So there's a ticket that says add strength of field. Let's check this out just a second, because guys, I think I've added that. Don't think it's a stupid remark. I honestly think I've added it. Let me go to this window. And why I'm saying I think I've added it is because it was there and I had removed it, I hidden it, and now I re-enabled it. So let's go to iRacing and start up. There it is, incidents, and strength of field is not there. Let's check this out. Give me a second. So it would be in the functions widget. So I know I do have strength of field in iRacing. So there is strength of field, but strength of field only turns on if there is a strength of field. Okay. All right, so this is how it's going to work. This is how it's going to work. When you're in iRacing, so the dashboard you can see here, it's just a session that's not online. Okay, so there's no strength of field to show. How this works is as simple as this. I'll turn it on, but it's going to turn it off again anyway. Great, it's supposed to. So in this area here, this bit over here are the incidents. Anytime there's a new incident, this actually flashes green. So it'll draw your attention there. Okay. Strength of field, which is this thing over here, 0K SOF, this will only appear if it is an online session that actually has a strength of field. So in this area here, if this was an online session, it would have strength of field. Doesn't show it now because this is just an AI race I did. And iRating gain estimation. If you see here, anytime it changes, your iRating goes up or down, it will show you the iRating and then hide again. Does that make sense? Because it could be the other way, where the incidents only flash, but I think the incidents are very important, especially because the incidents as well, just so you can see, if you look up on this bit here, let me zoom in. So this thing over here. So incidents shows like that if they're unlimited, but it also does this. So if you have incidents that have a limit, so you only have like 15 incidents, then it would show you this. So incidents will always be on, and they will always be in that box there. SOF will be there if it exists. The iRating gain estimation, anytime the code here says if the iRating gain estimation changes, then it will turn on for 5 seconds. So this is what you would see. If your iRating goes up or down or whatever, then it would just show it to you and hide after 5 seconds. 5 seconds. The iRating gain estimation will be for 5 seconds anytime it changes, not just once. Like every time it goes up or down. I really hope this stream doesn't go down because I'm playing music off of YouTube. But although I did request royalty-free music, I hope it doesn't get any strike or something. Well, it won't get a strike, I think. It might, though, get... Well, I'll take it down if it doesn't. I'll know better next time. So the iRating is for 5 seconds. Does that make sense? Would you prefer to see the iRating there and have strength of field? Well, strength of field doesn't change. Like you enter the strength of field, it's fixed. So we have these 3 things here. These 3 things: incident count, strength of field, and iRating. And we have 2 places to actually use this. I'm not going to cover the lights because we do have lights in iRacing. We can't control them, but you do have lights. So maybe the flash. Maybe, do you guys think we need lights? Do we? Maybe we don't. Maybe I can have incident, strength of field, and iRating gain in those 3 boxes. Do you think I should remove the light indicator for iRacing? Let me know. I'll do it. This will be the thing I'll do tonight, if you guys think. Jason, let me know. I mean, you're here, and anyone else in watching right now and is using iRacing. Do you think that the light I think it's important. So I would not remove it. I think lights are important. It's used for flashing and turning on the lights, so I think it's important. But then again, I don't use iRacing. I know rain is coming. I know things, so it might change. I would personally not want to lose the icon for lights. I'd rather it be there, and have just the iRating gain estimation flash on and off for 5 seconds. That's my personal preference, the way I see it. Okay, I'm leaving it. I feel strongly about it, basically. I just wanted to ask you guys as well. So I'm leaving it as is. So if anyone... I'm just gonna... it will be re-enabled in the next version. Done. So this is a ticket. It's done, and closing it. What else can we work on? I'm just going through the bug fixes. Oh no, sorry. I'm going through the requests and suggestions right now. Dash actions. That's a SimHub thing. iRating and class display. Add class or color class to opponents in relative screen. Guys, this is now done. So I don't have any class here. But everywhere you see an opponent name, the number plate, the position plate, will change to whatever their class color is. I don't control the class color. It's not part of my styling or theming. But anywhere, even class color will update even in the opponent's widget here. So if this guy was a different class, you'd see a different color here in the number plate, and the color of his name would change depending if they're like, it's white if they're in the same race as you are, it's blue if they're a back marker, and it's orange if he's ahead of you, you know, more than a lap ahead of you. But the class name will be on the number, their position, so you'll see it there throughout the dashboard and pit wall and everywhere. So this is rating, that's done. Close this. Alright, adding incidence, strength of field, and rating, gain estimation to the next version. Boom. Let's close this ticket. Last lap compare. This is a good one. So let me bring this up front. Let me close that. This is actually a good one. So someone suggested this. He's suggesting that we have a last lap compare for the guy ahead and behind. I'm not keen on this design, not because I have some other ideas, but showing you in this opponent, as you can see also, sorry, just a note, he took a screenshot, but you can see it's got a blue color. It's because there were classes. Classes don't exist in ACC, not the way they do in other games, so I don't know how. I've never seen any class name or class type in ACC, but this is probably in iRacing anyway. But that's how you would see the different class colors. And sorry, I don't want to digress, but I have to. Where is it? Is it car settings? There. Okay. So if I start a replay, per car overrides. So in iRacing, for instance, this should have. Huh. Well, this is how you can change the colors anyway. It's not there. Anyway, this is how you would do it. In the car settings, you have your general settings. You can change your RPM, stuff like that per car overrides, whatever this thing does. And you also have car class colors. So I don't know if there's anything I have here that may have a class color. But I remember here, it basically shows you the class name, and you can select the color for the class name, so you can change it. Ricky, thank you very much. I will be pinging you to have a session on Friday. Thank you very much for all the help. Honestly, it's awesome. Thank you, man. Have a great night. So I'll just end my digression here. This is where you can change your car class colors if there are class colors to change. And whatever you put here will show up in the dashboard. I, again, do not control the theming or what it shows in that part. So just keep that in mind. So the idea here is in the opponents component, have a little time here that basically shows you your last lap time compared to the guy ahead or the guy behind. Now, you're probably thinking this makes sense. This is actually doesn't make sense because this guy ahead is obviously ahead of me, so it's going to be a negative number. And the guy behind me is a positive number because he's behind me. Well, actually, that's not true. Here, what you're seeing here is this guy's lap time, last lap time, you were 0.838 faster than him on the last lap. So you're actually gaining, and this gives you a value of how much you're gaining. I like this. And this is that you were basically faster by 0.245 from the guy behind. Now, I like this idea. I won't be implementing it tonight or for Friday. But what I want to do here is maybe add a bit more information here. So have this thing next to the last lap. All right. So have this. This is clean. It's not client. It's clean. Last lap, and have the diff with your last lap. And I want this for something else. I won't say yet because I'm not entirely sure I can do it. So this is a good feature request. Definitely going to add it to the to-do, but it won't be implemented exactly as it is in this design. Vintage theme. Someone sent and said, I want a vintage theme. This is, sorry. I know it's great. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen with the Love dashboard as is. So maybe a new theme. Maybe a new theme. Maybe not going to be the Love dashboard. Maybe it'll be the Love dashboard in a new incarnation, but I first have to finish the Love dashboard and the pit wall and everything else. So this, although it's great, I don't think I'd ever venture into that yet. Minimum update interval. What's this? Sorry, I need to read this. Personally, I don't like the minimum update interval, so I removed it for every segment by hand. Is there a way to use a config file for this? Okay. The minimum update, and I asked him what is the minimum update interval because I didn't understand, but now that I'm rereading it, I think I understand. In SimHub, let's go to the timetable screen. I think in the relative, let me edit that. I don't have, oh, there it is. So you can add an interval. I haven't done it for everything, I'm testing it. Basically, this says that this field now will update every 150 milliseconds. This is not a bad thing. I'm actually adding it here to everything. It's actually a good thing. It saves processing power when you don't need it all that much. So for instance, these things here, the time, the gap, these won't update every millisecond. They will update every 150 milliseconds. Why 150? Well, I tried 500, which is half a second, and it looks bad. 150, it is noticeable, but it also is good because it doesn't, like, when you're looking at the lap times, the gap, it's not just constantly running, like, you know, 51, 2, 3, 4, up and down. It kind of like just beats a bit at 150 milliseconds. So it's easier to read, to be honest, as well. So this has been removed for the most part. Let me just write this. So what I'm saying is this has been removed for the most part in more vital parts of the dash, like the lap times. But I will retain the minimum update interval for other bits like the leaderboard gap. But the value will be much lower, e.g. 150 ms. I'm also going to close this ticket and mark it as done because I've basically done it. Opponent head behind colors. This is also... So this ticket was, is there a way that the opponent ahead and behind car could be colored to what class they are? Would be good. Yes. So that's actually done. Close that. Wow, closing it. Pit in tower. I'm not going to do any tower stuff, just the Love dashboard. One thing I need to add is the overtake system. I need to do that. Again, it's almost 11:30 p.m. I am tired, so I'm not going to start a new feature. Goal was to do as many bugs as possible. I don't have R Factor 2, a replay for that, so I can't do that. Actually, I think the only thing... Oh, let's do one more. So there's a bug here. AMS2, wet tire wear not working. I don't have an Automobilista 2 replay, but what I will do, let me move everything out of the way. Okay, let's start AMS2. Update required. Really? Now? Yeah. Oh dear. Eight minutes. And also it's consuming a lot of my bandwidth, so I'm not going to do it now. So we can't fix that either. I'm gonna answer one more ticket regarding the URD cars and ABC TCM map, because they're not also working on the pit wall, but that's basically the reason why it's not working on the pit wall as well as the Lovey dashboard. Data is probably not available for these cars. And not relevant, and closing it. All right, I think this was a very successful session. You have requested the race clock local time. Yeah, I need to add that. Jason, I will add that. Is it in race clock? Yes, it is. It's already in the features, so I will take a look at it. So the goal, what I'm doing now, and what my target is, because I can only do one thing at a time. The goal is to fix as many bugs that exist in the lovely dashboard and Dashboard XL and release this on Friday. And then next week, come Monday, I'm going to go back into the pit wall and start working on that. What am I thinking? So for pit wall, I'm going to also do a session. So I'm going to do stream on Tuesday and Thursday, racing. Probably going to do a Wednesday session for the pit wall. Just go in and start working on stuff, you know. If you guys like these sessions, the coding sessions or whatever, we'll call them somehow. We'll figure out a name. I will continue. I mean, I enjoy it. Otherwise, it doesn't really change anything for me. Let me look at the camera. It doesn't really change anything for me, because even when I'm here and I'm working on the dashboard, I still talk to myself. At least now I get some replies. Because if I'm alone and someone replies, that shit's scary. I don't want that to happen. So at least I got you guys here for the company. So I might do that. Like I might kind of, because I want to stream more. I don't have time to produce content. I want to. Believe me, I want to. I don't have time, but streaming is a bit easier because you just jump in, start a stream, and start working on it. It's a bit more, you know, it's not scripted, it's completely ad hoc. So maybe I do that, you know, Tuesday and Thursday races, and Wednesday in between, I do streams on me working on the dashboard. Might work. If you're wondering, music that it's playing is from Stream Tunes. Currently, Which album is this? Plugged In. The album Plugged In. If you don't know these guys, Stream Tunes, it's pretty awesome. They have some really nice music. Let me switch over to a different album. Which one was... I was listening to one yesterday. I'll just put it there. So now I'm using... I'm listening to Prism, the album Prism. P-R-I-S-M, not prison. Prism. Alright, so I'm not going to shut the stream down, not yet. But what I want to do is open up my JavaScript file and just work on the code a bit. Clean up the stuff that Ricky told me. So if you have any questions, anything, let me know. I'm just gonna work on these just a bit. So I said const, not let. Gotcha. Look at all this shit. Obviously I'm not the best at this. Let me move over now. Here. But damn do I love learning. Oh, look at this. Oh man, this is a magical piece of code that Ricky wrote. So I will be using this in almost all of the data points here. So yes, I'm not going to delete anything yet because I want to make sure that it's working. And let me put something on ACC. I'll just put something really a long race and recording that I have and have it play. No, just leave it there. Hey Jeff. Buenas noches, or días. Well, welcome to the stream. My god, we got like 10-hour difference, I think. West Coast. It's 11:30 p.m. here. I'm in Athens, Greece. So, quite literally the opposite. Ah, okay. Working. What time is it? Is it 10-hour difference? Is it like what 1:30 noon or is it 9? I think we have 10-hour difference. I think it's 10 hours. What time is it there? Shit, it's 11:30. Wait, where are you, Jason? It's 11:35 a.m. Jason? 12 hours difference? Jason, where are you located? Are you on planet Earth or is it somewhere else? Alright, so Jeff, exactly. You're 10 hours apart from me, which makes sense. Where is it? Here it's 11:35, so we got 10-hour difference. But Jason, where are you? You're 12 hours away. Where's 12 hours? Oh shit, you're in Hawaii. Oh my god, you're my Hawaii user. I just realized that. You are that dot on my Google Analytics in Hawaii. Actually, I don't think it's just you. I think there's more in Hawaii. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where is it? Let's just take a sneak peek. Real time. Let's switch over. This is it. Real time, guys. So we got one user in New Zealand. Ottawa, 2. Europe is, wow. Well, that's 1 me. Athens, 1, that's actually me. We got 2 in Bourlange. Where is that? What is that? There's 3 London. Wow, there's a lot. I don't see anyone in Hawaii. So you're at work, Jason. Sorry. You're at work, so that's why. But there's no one else. There's no one else in Hawaii that's using the Lovi dashboard. Of course, it's still too early, but is it too early, 11:30 a.m. to be on a sim rig? Is it? Is it really? You know? Jeff, did you go to the F1 race? Get me jealous. Go on. Brag about it. Were you at the race? Look at this. Lisbon, Coruña, Albacete, Marseille. That's me. It is. It is. I mean, when I say that the Lovi dashboard is being used all over the world, I actually mean it. And I think if I go, like right now, there's 143 currently simultaneously using the Lovi dashboard. But your friend's at work too as well, so he's not using it, so, you know. There's no one here. There's no one here. I think... where can I see it? I think, does this thing have maps? No. Hey, when I say there are thousands of users, I'm not lying. Look at this, 3.9. These are unique users. This is the last 28 days, basically. So there's like 4,000 users unique. And of course, there's like 255,000 sessions, essentially. And an average usage of 20 hours, which is, yeah, speaks volumes for this. And I'm so proud of this, this piece of work. But enough with the analytics. Let me get back to this. So this thing is working. Const. Grab that. I'm going to use it everywhere. So the default will be 0. Getting rid of diet. Get relative driver name. Jeff says, nope, I stayed home and inebriated on my couch. I took a trip down there Wednesday before the race and the roads were a mess. I'm pretty sure they were a mess. I saw all the videos and everything. So Jeff, what do you think? Was it worth it? I mean, I only watch F1 on TV. It's easier, obviously, and I don't have any track near me. But was it worth it having it in your neighborhood? I can say that I was surprised by the race, but I was also surprised by other races this year as well. I guess it's the cars that are actually performing, giving that opportunity. So the race in Vegas was, I did not expect it to be as exciting as it was. But what was it like having it in your backyard? Like all the road closures. And is Vegas back to normal now, or is it still kind of a mess, the whole thing? Jason, that 3.9 needs to support. I wish. If I had 3.9 thousand members, this is all I would be doing all day. No joke. Not even beginning to joke. Of course, 3.9 thousand members. for one coffee per month from 3,900 members, I'd actually be filthy rich. I'd be giving away Gomez steering wheels. Too much? Maybe. Driver name, blah 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 blah, and that and that and that. We're not back to normal. It's going to take at least 2 months to dismantle everything. It's the same thing with Monaco. Same thing with Monaco. Same thing. I've seen the videos. Monaco, Albert Park in Australia. Same thing. It's not easy. I understand it. It's just so, like, Monaco, I get it. It's like, it's always been there. And Albert Park, again, it's a park. So you're closing down the park. It's not closing down the city. Vegas, I am absolutely surprised they went for it. So, good for them, to be honest. My God. You will be proud of me, Ricky. You will be proud of me. Look at all these things that I'm changing. Why do I have VAR everywhere? My God. How bad was this code? You can see there's a function for car logo. I'm not using it yet, but I will use it. The cost was not prohibitive to go to it. I'm priced out of my home race and it's cheaper to go somewhere else. Jeff, I think that's the case for everything. Like even in Greece, going to during the summer, going to an island is most likely far more expensive than myself going to a different country, which I did at the end of August, instead of going to an island which is literally in my backyard. Like I can, it's like a 40-minute drive, 30-minute drive to the port, hop on a ferry, 1.5 hour ferry to Mykonos. It's nothing, it's next door. More expensive to go there than go to the airport, which is 20-minute drive to the airport, and fly out. End of summer, we went to Copenhagen instead of going to an island. Far, far cheaper. So it's kind of, I understand what you're saying. And it must have been ridiculously expensive, not just tickets, but life, I'm assuming, must have been ridiculously expensive during the Formula One and the build up to it. So I'm assuming it was like that. Jason, I'm going to dream of const and var nightmares. Must replace, must replace, must replace. That's all I'm going to be thinking about. As you can see, I broke something. I unbroke something, so it was here. So, car name, I think if it's a let. So the thing is with vars and const and lets is you cannot change them. So this works. I'm gonna make these const. But Ricky is actually doing some homework. Wow. 120 issues, 207 warnings. Yeah. You don't have the latest version though, which would probably be even worse. Jeff says, last F1 race I went to was Indianapolis in 2007, spent $300 for the entire weekend. That's actually a fair price. Maybe not so much for 2007, but again, $300 even in 2007 for the entire weekend probably was amazing. Cold in Vegas at night in November too. Had they had it between Coda and Interlagos, the weather would have been perfect. It was surprisingly cold. But they actually got everything to work fine, so the cars and the tires were lighting up, so I think they were okay. We did have some instances, obviously, Fernando losing it on T1 because of the cold tires, but that was part of the fun race, right? All right, Jeff, thank you very much for joining. Get back to work, man. Color is a let. He's in bed. Oh my god. Ricky is in bed and watching the stream and sending me instructions. Yes, I know, I understand that. That's what broke before. I got you, Ricky. I got you. So when I added as a const the car name and let in color, it broke, but now as you can see it's still working, so. Is it that bad? Uh-huh. We'll fix everything. We will fix everything. To be honest, actually, I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna stop right now. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to stop. I am tired. And tomorrow I will be streaming Alton Park. I love that track. Hopefully I'll have some good races, 2 good races, not just 1. And expect a version of the live dashboard for what you see here, basically what I've been doing. Yeah, good night, man. Good night, brother. Good night, Ricky. I'll ping you for a Friday. And no, I can't go to bed if I don't try this. So the theming system was what was the actual problem, okay, of the dashboard. That was my problem. So now let's put that there. I'm not going to make any changes to the code. That's done. So let's go there. So, Toran, you have missed an entire session of coding. An entire session. Ad hoc support, jumping on Discord. In fact, if you are keen to learn about how the development went, rewatch the stream. You'll do me a favor by adding a view, but you'll also see how interesting it got at some point. So you can see the pit wall. It is working very, very smooth. But the problem is once I load into the pit wall, so these widgets you see here are the old widgets. They are not the widgets that you can see inside of the dashboard. These widgets contain the theming functions. These don't over here. Once I add the theming functions, then the pit wall starts lagging. It just starts getting slow, choppy, and unusable. So I'm curious if I add these widgets, which I will do now, into the pit wall, does it make any difference? So that one. And open the folder. Sorry, I'm doing it off screen. Actually, you can see I'm doing it right here next to me, which is fine. So what do we want to move? The environment is something we want to move. F1 damages, flags. Nothing else. Functions don't exist in the pit wall. Then we've got the MFM. No. Session does not exist there. I think then we just have the vehicle settings. We have the weather stuff. So weather and wind. All right, so copying these from the dashboard. Let me just check if I have the old ones for a backup. Hold on. Flags, F1 environment. Yes, I do. All right, so I'm copying these into the pit wall. Replace the files. So now, if I run this again, now this is using the new components. I'm curious to see. I'm also looking at the error log here, see if there are any errors. I'm gonna let it run for like, I don't know, usually this thing would start having issues like, you know, maybe a lap in. And you can see the really big difference in the pit wall here in the throttle. If these lines are not smooth, if this doesn't go up smooth up and down, that's the easiest telltale that it's having issues. Let this thing run. Let it run. One more thing. Remember how I said I'm adding a minimum update interval, like 150 milliseconds? This thing over here has 0 interval. So this is just updating real time. These have 150 seconds. You can see they're a bit more, not choppy, it's just you have a bit more time to actually read it. All right, let's see. I'm curious to see, let this thing run. Right now, the SimHub is running 3 dashboards, the pit wall, this one that you see here, and the one in front of me as well. So it's not, it should be resource intensive right now, but it should not turn choppy. The thing is, with the theming system that I have, it starts fine, smooth, and as the time progresses, it adds lag and stuttering and all that. So if it doesn't do it now, it's because of the constant let and everything else that Ricky has showed us. Sorry, Torren, I was not reading chat. I have missed much. Oh, well, fair. I also have some good news. You want to know the good news? Yes, please share the good news, man. Absolutely. Absolutely share the good news. Share the great news, whatever that is. I definitely want to hear good news. Is it getting any choppier? It is. I can see it. It's not as smooth. It's not bad. But time will tell. Also, no errors. Like you can see here, there are 0 errors right now. Running all the dashboards, no errors. I think it's getting choppy again. I feel it is getting a bit more choppy. Torren, you promised me good news. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. Give me the good news. It is getting choppy. Look at the green drops, and this thing is moving. It is getting a bit choppy. Let me see something. Did I change anything on the circular graph? I added anything there? Oh, no. It's getting choppy. End of story. Yeah. Check this out. It's not stopping because I'm reloading everything, but it's getting unbearably choppy. So if I reset it and it reloads, it'll be fine. Look how smooth it is now again. So that's not it. It might be it, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done there. So that's not it. All right, so one thing I will do is one last thing. Sorry. This is the story of my friggin' life with the dashboard. I want to close the stream and want to go down, take a shower, go to bed, and I just can't because I remember things. So one thing I want to update is in the session. So in the session here, let me make this better. There you go. In the session component here, I have the position gain loss. It's got an image. This image should return LD theme image position gain or loss. I didn't have that using the theme, so now it's going to use the theme and return the image depending on the theme as well. What I need to do also is manage the images. We have these three. I want to add the images, position, gain, loss. Open. They will replacing a few things. Perfect. So that's the green, and that's the dark, and that's the dark. Perfect. Close. Save. So now this should work. If we were in a dark session, this will have, so if this was a dark session, the position gain and loss over here will work perfectly using the new icons. So the red will be red, the proper red, and green will be proper green. That's done as well. Torin. Hold on, my chat is freezing again. So let's read up the good news. Toran, I have a job to make money finally. It's not the best, but it'll give me something. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That is amazing news. Great. So happy for you. And now you can put every bit of that money into Simracing again, which is awesome. Sorry, my chat is freezing a bit, so I didn't read it. I'm also very tired too, so. All right, man. You're a waiter at a restaurant. That is awesome. I always wanted to try that out. Curious to see what I would like. Do you get free food? Oh, I'll be so fat. Congratulations again, Torin. I'm actually very, very super happy for you. So Ricky is still not going. Ricky, go to bed, Ricky. Sleep. Go to bed. we'll take a look at these things on Friday. So remember that on Friday, we'll take a look at the entire script. I'm going to go offline now. I will send you the JS file. Just go through it, look at it. If you do think it needs changing, update it or let me know what to update, because I will be using it tomorrow for the live stream. And on Friday, after I release this, let's go back into looking at the pit wall if you have time. Yeah, Torrin, I mean, free food is great, but it's not, yeah, I mean, I was partially kidding regarding the free food. But again, I'm super happy for you, man. So congratulations on your new job. And yes, you know where to put that money, the well-earned money. Simracing. It's okay. All right. So Ricky has issues sleeping because I'm not stopping the stream. All right. It is time for me to go. It is past midnight right now. It is 12:02. So I will shut down everything slowly. Close, 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 close. Close the browser. Everything's done. All right. Toran, 10 p.m. for you. All right. We're kind of like in the same place, which is good. Good night, Ricky. And yeah, let me switch over to the supporters. 279 lovely members, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you guys enjoy this stream, which is a completely different type of stream, just let me know. Maybe I'll do one per week if you find it interesting. We not only solve problems with Lovely Dashboard, but I also can solve your issues and I can do some support on it as well. So let's see if we can keep this or not. Anyway, thank you very much to all the lovely members, to everyone that was in the chat, anyone who joined. Especially thanks to Ricky, who literally did a live session and helped me fix a few issues and learn a few things about coding in JavaScript, which is pretty damn awesome. Thank you very much, Toran. You too have a great night, man. Have some sleep, get some rest, and head out to work tomorrow again. All right, guys, I think that's it for me. I'm dead tired. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be back in Alton Park racing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys around. Good night.